I've got with me Daryl Bosu, who is Deputy Director of ARUSHA in Ghana. And he's going to tell us about some of the work that he's doing with communities in Ghana around forests. Forests are very much a topic here in COP26 at the moment, and a crucial case which they are fighting with the government of Ghana. Daryl, thanks for talking to us. Tell us first of all a little bit about ARUSHA in Ghana and its mission.
Thank you very much, Steve. And so ARUSHA Ghana started somewhere in 1999 as Eden Conservation. And when we started, it was started by very, I would say, concerned individuals and also personalities in Ghana who were very interested and really concerned about the way we were losing our forest resources. And the bigger question was, where was the role of Christians in all of this? So in 1999, when ARUSHA Ghana started, they mobilized a few churches, a few members of some local groups, and actually went around the whole country trying to educate people about creation care issues. And out of that, ARUSHA, or what I call Eden Conservation, was born. Then somewhere in 2003, we joined the ARUSHA International family and became part of the worldwide network that is also concerned about protecting and caring for creation through working with churches, working with schools, and working with people from all walks of life, and respecting the cultures of people also and the diversity that exists across the world. And particularly in Ghana, our work focuses on protecting forest reserves, our work focuses on protecting species, our work focuses on climate change, our work focuses on livelihood development, particularly looking at green livelihood development, and also working with communities to ensure that we can help them to have sustainable natural resource management through appropriate governance systems. And more importantly, our work really engages with Christians, and for us in Ghana, because the Muslim community also work very well with Christians, our work is actually interfaith, and we work with all of these people to ensure that together we can all care for creation. So even as I speak now, today there was a big meeting in Accra where we organized a creation care conference with the Accra Metropolitan Assembly to try and rally churches and also other faith-based leaders on how we can adapt and build climate resilience in the capital city of Ghana, which is Accra. So it's really for us a very, I would say, blessed calling, and we are all very happy to be here and also contribute to the discussion and also share the experiences as well as the plight of the communities that we work with when it comes to losing their forests and also losing water resources that are really crucial for their livelihoods and also for their sustenance going on into the future.
Tell us about the loss of forests and what's happening in the region that you're working in at the moment.
So where I come from, Ghana is currently losing about 2% of its forests every year, and actually considered one of the highest in the region, which is very alarming. And at the moment, we've seen a lot of our forest reserves that has been destroyed because of illegal mining activities, because people say they must have some livelihood. And at the same time, these illegal activities has led to the destruction and depletion of a lot of our water resources. Particularly also has been certain government policies. And one of these policies is the current plan by government of Ghana to target Atiwa Forest Reserve, which is about 23,000 hectares located in the eastern region of Ghana. And this forest has significant biodiversity, provides water for about 5 million Ghanaians, and also has, according to E.O. Wilson, the father of biodiversity, talked about the fact that this forest is one of 35 special places in the world to actually experience what we call the upland evergreen biome. And it means that the forest is so highly significant for biodiversity, it is even considered a globally significant biodiversity area.
But the hillsides are disappearing to bauxite mines. Bauxite mining, I understand, takes a whole hillside away. And these are hills covered in trees at the moment?
Yeah, so the Atiwa forest currently is under threat because the government is targeting to mine bauxite, which we have found also to be of low grade and of very little quantities. But the government is bent on digging this forest reserve for the bauxite. Unfortunately, when the bauxite happens, what it means is that the whole activity of bauxite mining will ensure that the hills will be blasted, the trees will be removed, and the whole soil scooped away and processed into aluminium, which is going to mean that everything that the forest stands for, the water services for the people, the biodiversity, and also the climate services it provides now for every other people, those in the community, those really around the forest and those downstream will all be lost. And that is why at the moment there's currently a national campaign involving interfaith group of churches, communities, CSOs and NGOs to try and get government to refrain from this decision.
And what would the land be used for if it wasn't being used for bauxite?
This place has always been a forest reserve, and the best way to manage this land is to keep it as a forest reserve to the glory of God, for the species that are in there, also for the water service that they provide. Because as we speak, there's no place currently in Ghana that looks like Atiwa Forest. And there's no place in Ghana that provides water to over 5 million people. It is an invaluable resource, priceless, and if you mine it today, it will be lost forever. And the main reason why we are currently pursuing a case in court where we are asking the government of Ghana to uphold our constitutional right to a safe and healthy environment. Again, the same court case is also asking the government to abide by its commitment to the Paris Agreement under the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. We are also asking the court to compel the government of Ghana to protect the forest as commitment to the CBD, which the government of Ghana has also signed up to. So these are critical issues for us, and we think that we can really benefit from a lot of local and international support, rallying the people behind the case, and also getting the necessary support to ensure that government of Ghana can see the true benefit in pursuing green development agenda instead of an destructive enterprise like bauxite mining.
And I expect the government of Ghana is arguing that the bauxite is going to produce jobs for local people?
Yes, indeed, the bauxite industry will produce jobs. Like every mining industry, it produces jobs, both direct and indirectly. But we can also say that if the government equally focuses on and pays attention to investing in green jobs, which is looking at tourism, which is looking at non-timber forest product, high-end value chain development, and also looking at payment for ecosystem, this will even provide more greener jobs, long-lasting, that is good for people and also for nature. So we really are encouraging the government of Ghana to really pay attention to a green development pathway as a way of creating jobs for the millions of Ghanaians, both youth and women living in the landscape.
But the government of Ghana has been coming here and talking about forests and the value of forests and signing up here to an international forestry agreement. Are they saying one thing and doing another?
Yes, I mean, it's really interesting to hear. I would say it is very commendable to hear the president say that. What is important is that our president and the government delegation that are here really commit to really walk the talk. And mostly that is not what we see when they go back home. So it is good. We've seen them commit to end deforestation by 2030. And that is something that gives us leverage and opportunity to hold them to account. And something that when we go back home, we are going to make sure it happens. And I'm sure we can also benefit significantly from a lot of support, both prayers, in-kind support, as well as technical and financial, to help really in the case that is currently in court. At the same time, look at potential investment that will be needed to create the necessary jobs to avert the government's mind from pursuing a bauxite industry.
So you say there's a case being brought to the courts. When's that going to happen, and how can people follow the progress of that court case?
At the moment, we are informed that on the 18th of November, we're going to have our first hearing, and something that we are all going to try and be there with the local communities as well. To follow us, we're going to try and put up some communications around that, and it will be very helpful. And it's also going to help a lot if we can get the international community, the Christian community, everyone support us by pushing and praying for us, and also pushing the communications around to your various networks, then we can get the word out, and the government will know that the world is looking at them, and it will compel them to do the right thing.
Great. Is there a website people can go to find out about this?
Yeah, so at the moment, if you go to ARUSHA Ghana website, on
Yep.
ARUSHA International page, you find all the information you need concerning the case. So if you go to ghana.arusha.org, that is where you find all the information on the campaign and also every upcoming information on activities and actions. Thank you.
Well, thank you. You've given us some prayer points for the next couple of weeks in
very
advance of the court case.
Thank you so much.
And we wish you all the best with that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you so much.